Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author, 5 minutes. Focus, episode 961. Price points. Pricing your book. You've spent years writing this thing. You've spent a long time. You've spent a lot of research. You've invested a lot in a cover and in editing and dev editing and then back to more editing and then proofreaders. And holy cow, you've got so much money invested in this title and you're going to throw it out there. What do you price it at? Well, you can sell one copy for everything you've invested. Probably not, right? That's not how it's done. So you've got to look at how much you can charge that people will pay. If you're a new author, it's harder to get the big dollars. Like my thrillers, I had them priced at $6.99. I priced them down because of the economy the way it is right now, and actually they've increased in sales. And that's part of this. What I'm talking about here is what's the max you can charge to get the maximum number of quantities, maximum profit on that. So you can charge $6.99, which earns roughly 70 cents on each dollar. So $4.90 minus the download fee on Amazon. So you get $4.90 on a $6.99 title, but you only sell one copy every week. What if you price it down to $4.99 and sell 5 copies? Are you making more money? And that answer is yes, you are. What's 5? 70 cents on each is $3.50. 5 times $3.50 is 15 plus $2.50, $17.50 you made, as opposed to $4.90. This is what pricing is all about. Look at Walmart. Boy, you can buy stuff cheap there. Walmart's profit margin is 3%. 3%. Ferrari's profit margin is more like 100%. 100. So every car they sell, they make that much in profit. Everything that Walmart sells, every dollar they sell makes 3 cents. Quantity, if you increase the quantity, then Walmart makes hundreds of billions of dollars a year. 70 billion, I think, is what they had profit last year. Ferrari, they didn't have anywhere near that because the quantity of cars they could move is less. So you can sell a lot at a high price or a lot at a low price or a few at a high price. And you've got to find there's a curve there somewhere where you have max profit with what people are willing to pay and what you can and how many you can move. Because if you have somebody who's willing to pay $9.99 for a 40,000 word novel, great, but you're not going to find too many of them unless you're Stephen King or George Martin until you have your name. So you might have to price it down to begin with. I priced all my books at $2.99 when I started, and then I eked them up until $6.99, $7.99. And right now I have all of my thrillers. There's 8 books now that are $2.99 each. Well, I have a book on pre-order that's $6.99. That's the new volume. That's my price on my thrillers. And I'm getting a lot of pre-orders. $2.99. I think readers appreciate the fact that I'm trying to save them a little money during this period, but I'm selling so many more copies at $2.99 than I was at $6.99. So I am winning. I am making more money than I did before at $2.99. Well, at some point in time, that's going to peter out. And also, my peers that are just starting, they're competing with, here's an established author with good stories that have great reviews, and here I'm just getting into the market. So if they try to price at $4.99, of course, people are going to look at my book instead. Not that we're in competition, but what will the market bear? So $2.99. My box sets, I'm not putting them on sale for 99 cents anymore. I'm putting them on sale for $2.99 because I want the readership to understand that there's a certain price that I won't go below, not for 6 books, not for a 3-book set, not for a 9-book set. Important. All of these pricing things. So what are you doing? So at $2.99, also I'm gaining market share because my sales have increased. So that new book, that's why the sales of the pre-order that's coming out in November, hey, those are pretty good. Why is it? Market share. People are buying it and they like the books, and so they buy the next one. This is what you're doing. This is what free does for you as well. It gains you market share, which, of course, from a author's perspective, that's readership. It gains you readers who like your stuff and will be looking for the next one. Perma-free still works depending on how you market it. You can't just have a book for free and throw it out there. And if you don't have a second book, I would caution you against making that first book free, because those readers will take that book. If they like it, they'll forget all about you by the time you get that next book out, unless it's already out, and then you win. because hey, they liked it. Click on that buy immediately after the end in the book and go on to the next book and buy it. But if it's not out and you just have one book, they'll forget all about you. So I caution you, use free wisely and market it only towards your targeted readership, as opposed to far and wide sandwich board on the street. Get a free book, get a free book. Yeah, no, get a free book for readers of. So go into those urban fantasy readers and say, hey, here's a free book. And especially if you like this kind of urban fantasy, dial in. That's what makes free worth it. Because then people are looking at, oh, I like this new author. And then next book that's available. So that's the value of free. Discounted on the first one. Of course. I usually price that first book down a little bit, unless they're all relatively low. $4.99 is an average price. But the first book I might make $3.99 or even $2.99, just to entice readers. Say, okay, they're not raking me over the coals for all of my money to get this book. And especially, I don't know them. Well, they may have a more positive attitude toward you with a cheaper first in series price. And trial run, test it. So all of that thing, it all comes down to, you want to make the most money you can. And that means the highest volume at the highest price. You might get higher volume at 99 cents, but you're only making 35 to 70 cents a copy. And is that enough to offset? Because 10 copies of that is still $3.50. Which is about the same as selling one copy at $4.99. Is that really what you want to do? No, you can do better than that. And then you can't discount it if it's already 99 cents. So I would caution people about going below $2.99 as well for a first in series or for a book price to get readers into your stuff, or at all. Find that price that the market will bear. And that market is for you as where you are as an author with your established readership. Do you have one? Do you not? If you do, then you can charge more. And it's okay, but to a certain point, until the readers think you're taking advantage of them. And then we don't want to do that. We just want to make as much as we can with the volume we can get within reason. And your readers will know if you're trying to profiteer off them or not. And yes, we are, because we're not starving artists. And I'll leave you with that. We're not going to starve. We need to make money to live. So here's what we're trying to do. And the more we can get, the better the covers, the better the editing, the better everything as we move forward. It's not like we're sitting on a beach in Maui drinking Mai Tais because I'm here. It's raining outside. It's Alaska. All right. No Mai Tais. Peace, fellow humans.